Well, hi guys, it's George from Cyprus Insight, and today I've just got a phone call from the bike shop, and I'm going to make another one of those jib furling mechanisms for my little dinghy. I'm going to go up to the bike shop, pick it up, and I'll show you guys how I made it, and tomorrow hopefully we'll go out sailing and I'll do a little update on my dinghies. By the way, this is the fish tank outside my house. I clean the water. It looks fabulous. So here we are guys, outside the bike shop at Fabricating, and I'll pick up the hub. So I've got the aluminium hub guys, just 15 euros, bargain, and it's got sealed bearings inside. Now I'm on the way to the DIY shop to pick up a couple of stainless steel bits and pieces. So here we are at the DIY shop in Dinghy guys, and this DIY shop has got everything. In fact, there's a workshop in the back and they make up all sorts of things, including hydraulic pipes. So here we are guys, I'm in my friend's workshop. He kindly lets me use the workshop. There's all sorts of stuff here, lots and lots of scrap metal, welders everywhere. Now we've got our aluminium hub we've just picked up from the bike shop. I've been to the DIY shop. I've got a stainless steel washer, 2 stainless steel nut and bolts, and I've just found some stainless steel here. I think it was an old plate rack, and I'm going to use this section here. Right, let's get the grinder out and the welder. And also guys, a bit I forgot to mention is this little bit of stainless steel that I've bent, and that's going to be on top of them nuts. Let's go. Right guys, so stage 2, I've got the hub, I've put the stainless steel nuts and bolts through the top. I've had to drill the holes a little bit bigger to accommodate them, and they're locking nuts from the bottom. We've got 2 bits of scrap stainless steel, there are, and another piece there. That's going to be the guide, and then we've got the stainless steel washer. So let's get welding. So here it is guys, all done and dusted. Took about an hour to make it and an hour shopping. I'll take that down to the sailing club tomorrow and compare it to the first one I made. Well, here we are back at the dinghy club guys. I'm hoping to go out sailing today, but the sea looks a little bit rough. We might be okay. Let's see what the wind's like. Oh, we've got a little bit of a wind, not too much. I think we might give it a go guys, and we're going to take out the little boat today. But first of all, let me do a little update on the 2 Kestrel dinghies that I bought last year from Paphos. I painted them. We've made a trailer for each of them, and I've done all sorts of things. In fact, I did make some covers as well. There's one of the covers, and as you saw at the beginning of this video, yesterday I made one of these furlings. There it is. There's the original one, the first one I've made, and this is the second one. Looks very similar, I suppose. There we are. I didn't bother with the ring. I just put a little nut on the bottom and welded it onto the bottom, and it's fine. It works really well. Very pleased with that, and I'll be putting that on the small dinghy, and I'll go and show you the small dinghy in a while. So this is Kestrel number 1. It's nearly ready to go guys. There's a few more things I've got to do. I've got to put a little pulley here for the main. And what else have I got to do, guys? A couple of other little bits and pieces, I can't think now. A couple more pulleys, I do believe, and that'll be ready to go. So that's kestrel number 1. I was going to block these holes up, but you know what, on the little boat they're not blocked. So I thought, well, if they work on the little boat, they work on the bigger one. Like this chap here, he's put some perspex in front of his holes. I don't think that does a lot, so I might as well not bother. So this is kestrel number 2, and I've got to fix the front wheel. Look, that's got a little driving system. That's got to be pumped up. I painted this one as well. This one's come out really nice actually. There's the cover for it, and that needs to be strapped down properly. It's a bit dirty now, should have put that cover on it really. But I've got some rope today, so I'll be tying that cover down. I've got to fix the centerboard there, something to tie the centerboard down with, maybe a cleat over there. So that needs doing on this one. Again, I've got to put some sort of pulley here at the back to run along here. The tiller has to be repaired, guys. That tiller needs some sort of repair on it. So it's quite a lot to do on this one. I did put some new covers there on the side. That's the buoyancy bit, and I do believe it needs 2 plugs right at the back. So still quite a lot to do on this particular one. And also the paint work just on the side here, I've scratched it, so I might paint the sides again, give them one more coat, and it'll be perfect. It's a really nice boat. Looking forward to launching that one. So let's go on to the little dinghy and I'll show you what I've done. There we are, we've got the cover off. Hobby 405, lovely little boat, guys, but when I first took it out last year it was quite unstable, so I didn't like the fact that it wanted to capsize all the time. So I made up a massive weight on the centerboard, and I'll show you the weights underneath. There we are, I can get underneath there. Ooh. There we are, can you see that? There we go. So I'm hoping that stabilised the boat a little bit more. I did find the problem last time I went sailing, that the centerboard wouldn't stay up. I tried to strap it to the mast, but that didn't work. So I've drilled some holes and I put a peg in. Easy solution really. So that stays up. When I want to put the centerboard down, I pull the peg out and drop it down. Also I found that the boom, there it is, holds the mainsail up. That was quite low, it was down here somewhere, kept hitting my head. So I've taken the gooseneck, I do believe it's called, off and put it up here. So I've gained about a foot. And then I've reefed the sail in. I didn't want to cut the sail up and spoil it, so I've reefed it up that extra foot, and now the actual boom sits nice and straight right up here somewhere, so it's nearly out the way. And then of course there's no seat in this, it's more like a sporty boat, and I want to sit in the middle sometimes just here. So I put this plank of wood across and bolted it to the side of the boat. So that's another thing I've done to adapt it for my own needs. Also I found that the rigging was wrong, it went straight to the boom, and we needed some sort of pulleys at the back here. So I've made up some pulleys, there we are, and they seem to work fine, really well. I found that this piece here, there we are, this cleat here, is quite low, quite awkward to get to, so I put a bit of metal up here, but it kept hitting my leg, it nearly cut my knee apart, so I've taken that off. That was a bad idea, and probably the whole lot's a bad idea really, but anyway we'll try it. And of course the self furling jib here at the front. I'll be putting that up maybe today or another day, guys. I need to put a hook here, drill a hole, some nuts and bolts right through. That should be quite easy. I can put my hand under there, look, and I want it about here, going up, same as the kestrels. So when I'm out and about and I've got the jib up and I want to come in, guys, I can just pull the string and it'll roll it up, or the sheet as they call it in nautical terms. Right, so I'm going to go and set the boat up anyway, and I'm going to see if I can get out today. There's no one here at the moment. I'm hoping a few more people will turn up. It's good to have people around just in case something does go wrong. Of course, we've got our sailing instructor here. He's here all the time, guys. Chris, just up there, guys. So Chris is around. So there we are, guys. We've got the mainsail up, so everything's out of the way, and I can show you again the boom. Can you see how much higher it is now? Before it was down there, and you can see the sail's been reefed up to accommodate it. And if it does work well, I'm just going to go to a sail maker, guys, and I'm going to get him to cut that there, or put me some sort of cleat in there so I can run it through so it's nice and strong, because I think it's going to give way there where those eyelets are. Another thing I did, guys, is I got some rope. There it is. I tied it in the middle, and then it's overhanging here through these loops there, and if I do capsize, I can grab hold of this rope and pull the boat up and pull myself into the boat. Of course, it's tied up right in the center, so it'll pull the boat up and it won't recapsize as such. And another thing I did is I put some straps. Look, I tied them onto the seat that I made up. So there was straps right in the middle, but they were too close to my feet, guys. Not much space here, so I put two straps, one here and one there, and I can use the far end strap while it's leaning that way, and this side while I'm on the other side, of course. Now, before I used to put my feet up right at the other side, but I can barely reach, and of course, as I say, the strap in the middle wasn't any good. So I'm trying that out today, see if the straps work. Here we are, guys. There's the runner. I've made that up. That's at the back. That's for the main sheet, the technical term, guys, for the rope that pulls the main sail in and out. So we've got sheets that pull things in and out, and then we've got halyards that pull things up and down, by the way. So there we are. I think it's ready to go. That was really quick, and I can launch this boat in seconds. As I said, it's quite light. Take it out there. I've got to get beyond the waves, and Chris has just informed me that there's not a lot of wind out there. It seems to be windy here in the coast, but out there's not a lot of wind, so I've got to be careful, guys. I can't go too far out. Make sure I can get back in. The flags are flying. Alright, I'll put my wetsuit on. Guys, I won't be taking the camera with me today. It's a bit of an experimental day. Also, it's a bit rough, so I'll take the camera out another day. I'm just going to go poddle around, then come back. Hopefully we will make it back, and I want to see if the counterweight on the centerboard's working. I want to see if this is all working, and I want to see if the kick straps work. So there's quite a lot to experiment and see if it's all working, and maybe it might need more adjustments. So hopefully, guys, I'll see you when I get back. I'll go and put my wetsuit on, and of course my life jacket. Well, that was a total disaster, guys. I launched the boat and the waves were throwing it around like a rag doll. So I managed to get it back on the trolley and pull it back out of sea. Oh, that was a bit of excitement, but definitely can't go out today, guys. It's far too rough, especially for a little boat like that. It's all right if you're in a yacht. Nevertheless, I'm here and I've got my tools with me, and I did make up that furling for the jib, and I'm going to attempt to fit that now. Well, I might as well. I've got the time now, and I brought the jib with me. So guys, not a complete disaster today. I didn't go out sailing, but I managed to put the new furling for the jib. There it is, all working, all perfect. Let's try it out. Now just undo it here. Oh, 1 minute, mind the camera. There we are. There you go. And that should come out now. Pull the rope. There we are. So the jib's out and you're sailing along. And you think, oh, I've got to go in, I want to take it in. You just pull the rope like this. Just hopefully it works. Yep, pull the rope a little bit more. There you go, and it's gone. How easy is that, guys? Working absolutely perfectly. The only thing I've got to adjust is this mechanism here, and it needs to go further down. So next week or Wednesday when I come down here, hopefully I can go out sailing, I will be adjusting that, putting it further down with a few pot rivets, and then I'll shoot out and do a bit of sailing for a change. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little sailing adventure. Hopefully on Wednesday we'll be able to go out and do some more sailing and test out our experiments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if there's somewhere you'd like me to go, put it in the comments below.